Would love to know who the 23 were that voted with the Democrats not to censure Rashida Tlaib. So there they are. That's the first page. There's 2 pages. And here's the second page. Well, I turned them around. This is really the first page, but it's just 2 pages. Those are the 23 Republicans that voted not to censure her or to table it. So really what should happen to Rashida Tlaib, in all honesty, is not silencing her. She should be arrested. She should, but the whole squad should. I mean, the amount in the squad is your AOC, it's Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, Cori Bush, and I think there's a couple others. But those are the 4 that were the main squad for the last 4 years. Well, no, over 4. They came in 2006. Well, a couple of them came in a little after. But AOC, Rashida Tlaib, I think, and Ilhan Omar, I think they all came in around 2016, around that time. They're all George Soros owned. Their candidacies were totally backed by him. The Open Society Foundation, which is George Soros, his son now runs it, and he's just as bad. He was just taught in the ways of his criminal father. It should not be. Nobody should be allowed to get money from that. He's just a tyrant in the world. He always has been, though. He's a sick-minded individual. Yet the Clintons are good friends with him. So, but then the Clintons are sick-minded, in my opinion. So, and I thought that long before Trump came into office about the Clintons. So, but she should be arrested. I mean, the mere fact that they held, not in the main Capitol, but in the Rotunda, I forget what building it was, their insurrection. But more than that, she should be arrested because she has ties to terrorist organizations, like funding. So there's many reasons to just arrest her. So to silence her, that just, I think, hurts the American people. I think that just hurts our Bill of Rights. And so once you start down that road, like, I know a lot of people say, you got to play dirty like them. No, I don't know that you necessarily have to play dirty like the Democrats. I think you have to be strategic, though. You could maybe be a little underhanded because of how dirty they are, but I don't think you necessarily have to be as dirty, because once you go down to that low character place that the Democrats are in, you don't want to. That's a place you don't want to be swimming around in too long, in my opinion. I think you just have to be more strategic. They pretty much bank on the fact that people that have been Republicans in the past are I don't think anybody lasts as a Republican that actually has a moral compass there. And not because of weakness maybe, but just because it's so dirty. It's like you don't want to be around it too much. You kind of understand what I mean, right? Because then it's like it'll eventually get on you if you're not careful. And in that place, it really will get on you. So I think that it's just a matter of having to be more strategic and be more creative. That's why I said last night, we need more people in the swamp that are just creative at coming up with ways to, strategically get them all. But really, most of them should be arrested. Let's face it. If we had a justice system, there's enough on all these people that they should have been arrested years ago, okay? But that just shows you we don't have a justice system. What, you have one here? No, not really. I think the American people especially underestimate the power you play in just not supporting any of them. Because that's really what they no matter how much you think that they have all this power and control, that doesn't last very long, not for the justice system, not for any agency, if the people are just fed up. And that's really where the American people are. It's like we're sick of the science, we're sick of the FBI. We don't give a shit what any of you people do. We're not listening to any of you. If there's the few people in whatever state you live in that want to buy the CDC's bullshit and start wearing a mask again, or be afraid of every little virus, okay, then then you know what? Then I'm sorry. That's there's more than just something in the air. There's a mind virus going on there. But I think most Americans know we just pushed us all, the Republicans and the Democrats. You've pushed us all up to the back, against the wall. And now we're just at the point you can put out whatever legislation you want. The Supreme Court can say whatever they want, but they've all lost credibility. They've all lost any support by the American people. So that kind of government just can't maintain on the left or the right. It can't. It can't. There's nobody that supports any of it. Because then we don't care what the science says, okay? The mere fact that the CDC or the Health and Human Services think that they're going to dictate to us when we'll be in our homes, when we won't, when we're going to wear. It's like, no, I don't think so. And the mere fact that all the universities that all these people came from, these higher educated, I think most of the American peoples have lost complete faith in the system. I think if you have common sense, you have. And there's a lot to be said for that, because it doesn't matter if they're Republicans or Democrats. If they need you to support them, they need to have a certain amount of people that are supporting them. Yeah. Which is why the Republicans play the other side, It's, but there's not any countries that can really support no government, no matter how tyrannical, can sustain itself if the people themselves have just stopped listening to it. Does that mean some people could be arrested if they don't do this? I mean, like some people were, they were threatening to arrest people that weren't wearing a mask. And in America, maybe they even did arrest people. I didn't think so. I know in Canada they had that crazy stuff going on. But I think that once the majority of the people are just saying, no, we're done with this. You have been pushing us around for how many years now, and we're tired of it. And then we see you just sent, no, we're not going along with any of it. Then they don't have any support. And if you look in history, governments in general, no republic, no monarch, they just don't usually last. They need a certain percentage of people going along with them, ones that aren't paid by George Soros and the corrupt Democrat Party lobbyists and Republican lobbyists. Yeah. And I think most of the American people were just all fed up with the whole damn system.